Hello there, viewers. Thank you for joining my views and news. Thank you for joining this live chat session. Can you hear me? Birhane Selassie says yes. Saeed Khadr says yes. Let me welcome the participants. Then I'll share a roundup of today's news stories, which I'll cover in this live chat. Welcome, peace and love, my dear peace and love. Watching me for years. Today, the first one to join to comment is peace and love. Well, welcome to you, peace and love. Sam T says hello. Samuel Faleke says greetings. Budjusiyama here to Bromi Kingpin. Hi from Birmingham, England. Bromi, you're not new. I think I remember your screen name. I saw you in the past as well. I think you've been watching me for some time. Am I correct? MJ says hello. Musi Hapte says hi. Sajid. Hussein Chinda says hello, Sajid. Oromo News Update Stocks Tutorial says free Somaliland. MJ says which country is Ethiopia trying to disturb today? Bilal Abdi says how is Ethiopia hitting it back? Birhan Selassie says yes. Saeed Khadr. Uh, Muhammad 6. Bromi Kingpin says yes. Thank you for confirmation, Bromi Kingpin. That is why I say these live chats keep me connected with viewers. MJ Ibn Sheikh, Simon Tisfai, welcome. Nahome Asif says salam, all Sajid. My name is pronounced just like Nahom Architect. Okay. Samuel Falcon says, good to see you, Sajid. By late, but still good. Yeah, a little bit late. I was traveling, just returned home. Irritian Post, Mr. Shah Rukh Khan, will you respond to all questions or are you biased? Irritian Post, is it humanly possible to respond to all questions, by the way? It's not possible. I try to respond to as many, but I have no liking for any particular view or any types of questions. Habtom Zaide joined to Bilal Abdi Bilal Moshe Asaya. Yasir Ahmed says Oromo want another country. Idris Tahiro, Armon Johannes, Garuma Kabede, Tiago Mangisha, Muhammad H. Abe Carreo, Joshua, Bilanio Damake says, hello, Sajid. Please say something on recent Horn of Africa developments, its advantage and disadvantage for fauna struggle. Okay. David Kidane Mariam, what happened in Gonder? I'll speak on that. Abdullahi Siyad says, Abi is creating crisis to crisis. Abdul Qadir Adan Mahdi Farah. He says, hello, good day, and Somaliland recognition will come very soon. Dagam Elimayeho, Klaus Liu, a little late. Welcome, Klaus Liu. Som Link, where are you from? Well, I'm from Pakistan. Tiago Mangisha says, you're my credible news source. Thank you, Samuel. Tiago Mangisha. Ibn Sheikh, man, your voice is low. What happened? Is my voice low? General Comsa joined to Noam Asifa. I heard about escalating tension between Pakistan and Iran. Nothing serious there, just exchange of some strikes in border areas. It has happened in the past too. Ifly Tikle joined too. How is the conflict between Pakistan and Iran? Nothing new. As I said earlier, there are some armed groups operating in border areas. And by the way, Pakistani military has been a close ally of US for decades. Iran is at loggerheads with US for years. So that is why Iran and Pakistan are not natural allies. Keeping in view that in Pakistan, Military is in power, directly or indirectly. That is why we see tensions on Iran-Pakistan border. Mihari Vanderreet says hi. Nathan Ediso says hi. Ja007 Mess. Simon Tesfaye, Amiche Media Network. Now, let me share a roundup of today's news stories. Firstly, IGAD meeting, viewers. We have been waiting for this meeting. It was held today in Kampala. Ethiopia boycotted. Was Eritrea there? Was Hamati there? Did IGAD fully back Somalia? Secondly, Ethiopia today hit back at Arab League. Arab League issued a statement yesterday. Both Ethiopia and Somaliland spoke today about Arab League's yesterday's meeting. Thirdly, a small incident at Makale airport, but rumors spread by some people about what happened at the airport. And lastly, Gonder, Imkit, what is happening there? What Gondrafano fighters threatening that there'll be no Timkit. But Gondar mayor spoke today. What did he say? Muhammad Umar says, what is the purpose of Fano? Is it to overthrow the central government? And Ola, do they want to join Fano, take over Addis Ababa? I think Fano's stated objective is that it wants to remove Ethiopian Pivabi. It wants a new government, a participatory government, it says. Ola wants to remove Abiy and capture Addis Ababa as well. Ola says Binbin is part of Oromia. Muhammad Six says, why do you look Asian and only focus on East African news? Why can't I focus on East Africa news if I look Asian? Yusuf Ahfiram, Abe is trying to play smart by waging war with Somalia to divert his downfall from his throne. Trabzon joined, he says Ethiopia dumped the dummy. Let me start, viewers. Can I start with the first news story, which is about IGAD meeting? Who participated? Who was not there? And what happened at the meeting? And what is the how strong is IGAD statement about Ethiopia, Somalia tension, and Sudan civil war? Simon Tesfaye says Fano and Ola have no purpose. They have manifesto, they have agenda. Whether you agree with them or not, they have an agenda. Bashir Hashi join. If he is real Bashir Hashi, so I think he's one who is a Somali, has been very active during Tigray conflict too. He's joined this live chat, though some people impersonate as well. They use others' names too as screen names. Bashir Hashi, you're so welcome. Thomas says, are the rumors that Ago Shingo and Fan are working true? No, I don't think that Ago Shingo and Fan are working together. Because if, by the way, I keep myself updated with the developments in Amhara. Though these days I'm focusing more on the tension between Ethiopia and Somalia, but I know what is happening in Amhara too. If you analyze last 1 week's developments, you would see that Fano has intensified its attacks in Ago majority areas. They have established a brigade to operate in Waghemra zone near Sikota. They carried out attack in Javi, I think, yesterday. They attacked Tilili. Before that, they attacked Dangala too. So Fano fighters are now going deep into Aguavi zone and they want to go deep into Waghemra zone as well. These two zones have Agos. Ago Democratic Party, ADP, signed a peace deal with the government, and ADP is mainly, I think, based in Waghemra. Ago Shingo, they're called as well. And they have signed a peace deal with the government. They're laying down arms. Uh, they are on one page with the government. not with Fano. Some activists have been preaching an alliance between Argos and Fanos, but practically on the ground, no alliance. I think Argo militias are trying to keep Fano fighters away from Argo territories. Ted B says Fano and Ola will never work together, but Fano and TDF will. I don't know, but Fano, Ola won't work together. So far, no signs of that. I don't know about Fano TDF alliance. Gadisa Jirata says, please, can you tell us about Pakistan, Iran hitting each other? It's a breaking news. Yeah, I spoke a little about that. I told you that in Iran, there is a Muslim government, Muslim Shia government. Shia is also a branch of Islam. They're Muslims. Saudis are not Shias. Iranian Islam and Saudi Islam have been in conflict, and they have been trying to spread their tentacles across Muslim world. Both want to preach their school of thought. Pakistan has large Shia population too. Iran obviously supports this Shia population. Saudis here support non-Shia population. So Pakistan has been a battleground for Saudis and Iranians, not just Pakistan, other countries as well. And then, as I said earlier, Pakistani military has been a close ally of the US for years. But Pakistan has not recognized Israel as a country so far. Iran, obviously, confronting US for years. Iran, Pakistan are not natural allies, keeping in view their different strategic alliances. This escalation on Iran, Pakistan, I don't want to introduce myself as a Shia or Sunni. I think I'm a Muslim. These sects don't matter. I think these sects are dividing the religion, dividing the people. So I am not proud to be a Sunni or Shia. I should be proud of being a Muslim. Uh, some armed factions have been operating on Pakistan-Iran border, some on Pakistani side of the border, and they have been attacking Iranian forces, Iranian people. And Iran has been backing some groups in Pakistan as well. Iran has been recruiting Shia youths from Pakistan. So that is why this is not the first time that we are seeing a tension. Iran fired missiles on Pakistani territory, and no missile was intercepted by Pakistani authorities. It wasn't an attack on Pakistani military. It was attack on on Pakistan-based armed group. Pakistani military fired missiles on Iran, no attack on Iranian military, but on a group based in Iran. That is what happens. Basically, no big issue. We have seen such tension in the past as well. So there isn't going to be a war between Iran and Pakistan. Let me start yours from the new story about IGAD. Can I start? KG says, Sajid, you need new gloves with touch screen enabled. I could not find these gloves here. If you could send me a pair. Okay, viewers, let me start. What happened in Kampala, Uganda today? Much awaited meeting. Because if you remember, when Ethiopia Somalia conflict erupted more than 2 weeks ago, uh, we saw that IGAD issued a statement. It did not condemn Ethiopia's Somaliland MOU, and that statement was rejected by Somalia. Somalia demanded apology from IGAD, and Somalia uh, asked IGAD to withdraw its statement. IGAD did not withdraw its statement, but it called an emergency meeting of IGAD's heads of state. IGAD's heads of states met today in Kampala, Uganda. Who were there? Yoweri Museveni was there, obviously the host. IGAD chair Ismail Omar, Djibouti president, was there. William Ruto from Kenya attended. From Somalia, Hassan Sheikh was there. From South Sudan, Salva Kiir was there too. No participation from Eritrea. Eritrea withdrew from IGAD years ago. Then, after Pretoria, when Isas Afwerki visited Kenya, he was heard saying that he was interested in reactivating, rejoining IGAD. But we have not seen any participation of Eritrea in recent meetings. Meetings about Sudan, meetings about Ethiopia, Somalia. So there was no Eritrean top leader attending the IGAD summit in Kampala, Uganda today. From Ethiopia, obviously, no one participated because Ethiopia announced its excuse 2 days ago. It said it was not able to attend the meeting because of other engagements. Somaliland is not a country, so it wasn't invited, obviously. From Sudan, Sudanese military boycotted the IGAD meeting. It wasn't there. Hamathi was invited, but he was not there. Though he was in Uganda, I think, but he wasn't part of the meeting. But it wasn't just IGAD meeting because African Union chief Musa Faki was there too. EU special envoy of the Horn of Africa, Annette Weber was there. Mike Hammer, US special envoy was there too, and some other officials. So it was basically an African, European plus American meeting. African Union as well, IGAD too. And then all the participants discussed what is happening in Sudan between Ethiopia and Somalia, and a statement was issued. The statement does not address Ethiopia-Somalia issue in detail. If you read the entire statement, it addresses Sudanese civil war in detail, but it did not condemn. The statement does not condemn Ethiopia-Somaliland MOU, which Somalia has been requesting. Somalia wanted IGAD to condemn Ethiopia's Somaliland MOU. IGAD members only said today through a joint statement that any agreement about Somalia should be reached with the definition, with the consent of Somalia. Without Somalia's consent, no agreement should be signed. And secondly, it reiterated its support for Somalia's sovereignty and integrity. And it urged the two parties to talk. That is what IGAD members said today through a joint statement. Much of the statement is focused on Sudan. IGAD asked the two leaders, RSF and Sudan military chief, to meet in 2 weeks' time. And secondly, IGAD asked its Secretariat to prepare a roadmap within 1 month for resolution of conflict in Sudan. It asked the parties to talk. It backed African Union's move. African Union uh, yesterday formed a committee of some African leaders to resolve the conflict in Sudan. This is what happened in Kampala, Uganda. I think my understanding is that Somalia failed to get a strong statement from IGAD in condemnation of Ethiopia's Somaliland. IGAD issued a balanced statement, though it asked Ethiopia to take into account Somalia's concerns and to take Somalia on board before reaching any deal with Somaliland. Overall, I think IGAD did not issue a strong statement in support of Somalia. Maybe Somalia will be disappointed. No measures, no practical measures announced by IGAD so far at the meeting. But participation of Mike Hammer and Weber shows that EU and US, they are involved. They want to find a solution to this conflict. They are backing IGAD. They're backing African Union. Mike Hammer now is due to visit Ethiopia, maybe Somalia as well. And Weber might visit the two countries too. So This issue has mobilized entire international community. The issue of recognition of Somaliland has been internationalized now. Uh, and now international community will take a position. Well, I've been trying for decades to be on international, to be part of international discussions, but it never gained this much importance. Through this controversial MOU, Somaliland now is in the news across the world. Mike Hammer and the Weber will visit Ethiopia and Somalia. What will they do? CIA director was in Mogadishu too. Today, William J. Burns, I think. So US is stepping in. US wants to resolve this tension because US believes that the MOU is not just a threat to Somalia, but threat to US national security as well. David Jigan says he's talking to Abdul Ali, I think. Let them talk. Everywhere tension and fire. Is it the beginning of Third World War? Says Gebre Kido Stekle Mihari. I don't know, but these tensions have been ongoing for decades. Nothing new, I think. Let's hope there is no Third World War III. But overall, the conflict, I think, in Middle East is dangerous because if it uh, goes on, if it expands, it can envelop large parts of the world. These African conflicts are to some extent localized conflicts. They're not global conflicts. Abib says, I hope there'll be no conflict between Iran and Pakistan. Let's see what happens. Mozi said there are some Turkish elements, naval elements on the coast. Which coast? Somalia's coast or Somaliland's coast? Turkish Navy has been operating on Somalia's coast for more than a decade. KG says, apart from making statements, what power does IGAD have? Well, IGAD has powers. If IGAD members decide to make a military intervention, they can do that. By the way, where is East Africa Community? Another forum. Somalia, a few months ago, became a member of East Africa Community. I have not seen a very strong position taken by East Africa Community. So, what are these African platforms are doing? Are they worthless? Are they unable to exercise their authority and influence? Again, I think the Ethiopian intervention in Somalia in 2007 was IGAD backed. Am I correct? IGAD can back a similar intervention maybe if it wants to, but so far IGAD is just issuing statements. One analyst said, Hi Sajid, is there any update about Iran versus Pakistan? We are at Pakistani side. I am not on Pakistani or Iranian side, but I think. But I spoke a few minutes ago about this issue. Sajid, you underestimate the strength of Ethiopia. So you want me to provoke Ethiopia to fight? Egypt will build a military base in Lassanud, Abdi Mohammed says. Is it your wish or you have received some very confidential information? Gerber says a Pakistani old man, funny political analyst. Analysis. How old are you, Gerber, by the way? Teddy Verko says, what do you think Ethiopia's next step will be? Yeah, this is the question. What will Ethiopia do next? I don't know, but Ethiopia will have to do something. It will have to do something. Why? Because Somalia is now restricting Ethiopian planes from gaining access to Somali land airspace. Yesterday, an Ethiopian plane was turned back, and today, a flight from Sharjah was turned back. So you'll soon see Ethiopia make a move. Maybe if Ethiopia is fully committed, it would like to implement the MOU as soon as possible. Doesn't the MOU expire in 2 weeks? It won't expire, I think. There is no mention in the MOU that if it is not implemented in a month, it will expire. No. But it was due to be implemented in a month. Why did Eritrea stay away from the IGAD meeting? Hirsi says. Well, who participated? West, US. Eritrea has always been against the Western and US influence in IGAD. It has been opposing Western American interventions in affairs in countries of East Africa and Horn of Africa. Aneth Weber was there, Mike Hammer was there. That is why Eritrea was not likely to be a part of the meeting. Damra. Ali Hora Aboros says Damra. I think Damra will be tomorrow, if I am not wrong. Samson T. Hi, Sajid. I hope you answered this personal question. Do you own business? How do you support yourself if you don't get any money out of YouTube? I do get money from. I never said I don't get any money. I don't get any money from Ethiopia because in Ethiopia, YouTube does not show ads, I think. But I do get money, which is enough for me to survive. But I have other investments too. So that is how I survive. Debabe Ajata says, hi, sir, welcome. Welcome. Daniel Hapte, Sajid can read my comments. I am reading your comment, Daniel Hapte. EYL says, Ethiopia humiliated again today. What happened? Are you talking about IGAD meeting? Yamasgan joined too. I came as soon as I saw the live chat. Says Backfoot. Yamasgan says, hello, brother Sajid. How hi from work? How are you? I'm fine. Welcome, Yamasgan. Who? Do you enjoy your job? Is it hobby? Uh, when I created the channel around 4 years ago, I never thought that I would be doing 3 videos, 4 videos a day, and it would be a full-time job for me. But gradually, I developed interest, and gradually, I got in touch with people. This live chat is a conversation for me with you people. I'm talking to you. You are talking to me. This interaction refreshes me. So the interaction which I got kept me going. Interaction in the form of appreciation, interaction in the form of financial donations as well, small donations, perhaps not very significant, But when people acknowledge my work through their comments, through other acts, it always encourages me to go on. Now it's my profession, you can say. It's profession come hobby. I think I love my work. So I'm overworked. Ideally, I would like to do one or two videos a day, maybe in future. But since so much is coming and I have to cover everything, that is why I have to make more videos. Uh, Bahruddin, yes, I remember your name. He says, long time listening, first time writing to you. How are you? I'm fine, Bahruddin. I remember your name. Yeah, I think I saw your name years ago during Tegarai War too. I think you were there. You were here at the channel. Trabzon is accusing someone of having hatred for Muslims and Orthodox Christians. Are you talking about me? Yeah, Baruddin. Thank you for confirmation. What do you do for living? Says Johannes and Kosa. Now, this channel is enough for me, I think. I don't live a very lavish life. I'm a simple man. You see the type of studio I have, you see the type of dressing which I do. So I don't spend a lot, keeping in view my meager income. But whatever I'm getting, I think it's more than enough for me. Gakovic says, Sajid, keep speaking the truth. Now let's move on to the second part of the live chat, viewers, and that is about a meeting. A statement from Ethiopian Foreign Ministry today. The Foreign Ministry hit back at Arab League. Arab League yesterday held a virtual meeting and it condemned Ethiopia Somaliland MOU. It reiterated its support for Somalia. Ethiopia today issued a very strong statement. It rejected Arab League statement saying Arab League was interfering in Ethiopian internal matters. Somaliland also issued a statement and it condemned yesterday's meeting of Arab League. So both Ethiopia and Somaliland have rejected Arab League statement. Arab League took a very pro-Somalia position yesterday, and Somalia's cabinet held a meeting today, chaired by Hamza Dipare, and the cabinet welcomed Arab League statement. The Arab League statement has no enforcement value. It is just a statement calling upon Ethiopia to de-escalate, to respect Somalia's territorial integrity and sovereignty. Basically, no practical measures have been announced by Arab League. While Somalia is happy that Arab League is announcing its support, what is Arab League promising for Somalia? Practically, no one clearly knows. But Ethiopia today rejected Arab League statement through a strong statement from Ms. Ganu Araga, who is State Minister for Foreign Affairs. And Ethiopian Minister Ms. Ganu Araga criticized Egyptian foreign minister to Sami Shukre yesterday accused Ethiopia of being a center of instability in the region. And again, Ethiopia today called Sami Shukre's statement as irresponsible. So, war of words between Ethiopia and Arab League, Ethiopia and Egypt. Kenobi says, so how did Ethiopia hit back? It is just war of words. Arab League condemned Ethiopia's Somaliland MOU yesterday, and today Ethiopia called Arab League statement an interference in Ethiopian internal matters. So it is basically war of words. Here she says, "Why do you wear gloves indoors? It's 21 over here." Well, it's around freezing point here, maybe 2 or 1. I have to wear, don't have any proper heating system here. Tajid, doesn't Somaliland control its airspace? A says. It seems that Somalia Civil Aviation Authority is in charge of Somaliland's airspace as well. And Somali's land has no air force, by the way, so it cannot secure its airspace. Ethiopia can easily secure Somaliland's airspace. But so far, Ethiopia is making very calculated moves. Somalia, by the way, cannot stop Ethiopia from entering Somaliland. Ethiopia has all the modern jets, bombers. It can easily escort its planes to Somaliland. Ethiopia does not want to escalate at this point of time. So it is showing restraint, I think. Thirdly, viewers, today a small incident at Makale airport, but big rumors. It was said that maybe an Ethiopian plane had been shot down in Makale. So it was all rumor. Uh, Gabre Kidu says, "How can I be your member?" Well, you can click the link given in description section of this live chat, of other videos as well. You can click the link in description section, which will take you to the page to become a member. I urge people, viewers, to be members because I plan to start a website where I can upload videos, where I can do live chats. If I have a few hundred members, then I can start the website. So, because sometimes channels face difficulties. So if we have any difficulties here, then we can use the website as a backup, and where maybe we can share information more freely. You can click the link given in description section, but you should not be in Ethiopia. From Ethiopia, you cannot be a member. So the incident at Makale airport was just a small accident. An Ethiopian Airlines flight was landing at the airport. I think a tire burst happened. That is why the plane skidded off the runway a little. No major injuries. No one was killed, but rumors were spread. So this is what happened at Makale airport in Tigray today. When will you visit Ethiopia? Yabiral Mibrat says. I don't think I'll visit Ethiopia in coming days, weeks, or months. It's not possible now. I won't be safe there, I know that. But I might visit an Ethiopian neighbor or a neighboring country, some country in Africa. I would love to be in Ethiopia too, by the way. I would love to visit Tigray. I covered Tigray war for 2 years. I would love to visit Amhara to Oromia, Somalia, Afar as well. Because I remember one journalist from Afar contacted me during the 2 year long Tigray war. He said, "Sajid, your video are in English, but local Afar people come to us and they ask us to translate your videos in Afar language." That was a big compliment for me. So I would like to visit all Ethiopian regions and maybe Eritrea as well. Sudan, Somalia, Somaliland, obviously. I would like to visit all these countries, but perhaps not possible now. Yeah, Wanchi, the new tourist site as well, Darne is saying. You will never be in Amhara region, RPG says. Why? Somalia is safer than Ethiopia now. I don't know. I don't agree, by the way. Lastly, viewers, Gonder. Let me speak a little about Gonder before we end this live chat. Uh, I think on Saturday, Timkit celebrations will be held. And on the eve of Timkit, I think Dammara celebration is held. Am I right? On the eve of Timkit, I think. So uh, it will be on Friday night, I think. Pano groups have announced openly that they won't allow any Timkit gatherings in Gondar. And welcome, Shafo Welwell, a member has joined. Warm welcome to you. It's Katira, not Damra, says Dorney. Okay. So T says, I never missed your videos since Tegaraya War. Thank you, T. Rest in peace, Mooney says Trabzon. Mooney is alive. So I think you should say speedy recovery. May you recover soon. Uh, Fano groups have made it clear that they won't allow any gatherings on Temket in Gondar. Some Fano commanders in their interviews warn people against joining these gatherings. But today, Gondar mayor spoke. Johannes Yitbarek is his name. Newly appointed mayor, I think. And Johannes today said that Temkit will be celebrated in Gonda city. No one can stop people from celebrating Temkit. He said people are ready, civilians ready, tourists ready too. In Gondar, big gatherings are held on Temkit. Will there be gathering of Temkit? Lion killer, come on. He says, so sad to hear about Mooney. May he find eternal peace. Mooney is alive, man. I hope you mean that he should recover soon. And so, Fano fighters are saying no Temkit in Gondar city. Johannes Barek, the mayor, says Temkit will be celebrated in Gondar. What will happen in Gondar city? That we'll see in the next 24 to 48 hours. We could see big celebrations in Addis Ababa. I think Addis Ababa always sees large gatherings on Demkit, though whenever in the last few years we have seen that whenever such big gatherings are held, the government bans use of Ethiopian flags without star sign. Once again, government is issuing statements, police issuing statements telling people that no one should carry any flag with star sign. So let's see what happens in Addis Ababa. Especially, we'll have to monitor what happens in Gonda city. Tamji says, please like this channel. The man is very professional and working hard. Thank you, Tamji. G-Man says, Sajid, any thoughts on Turkey sending warships coast of Somalia? I spoke in detail on that yesterday. So Turkey's naval vessels have been operating in Somalia's territorial waters for more than a decade. This naval mission was established to work against piracy, to work in collaboration with other forces to keep Gulf of Aden safe for travel because Turkish ships pass through this Gulf of Aden as well. And Each year, this mandate is renewed by Turkish parliament. Yesterday, Turkish parliament voted and mandate of Turkish naval mission has been renewed for a year. It is not linked to Ethiopia-Somalia tension. I think Turkish ships operate in Somalia's waters, not in Somaliland's waters. But maybe if Turkey decides to support Somalia, it might move its ships from Somalia's coast to Somaliland's coast. So far, this deployment is not new. It's not something new. Turkish ships have been here for more than a decade. Yemaskan says, Sajid, could it be possible Egypt help Fano through Matimma, Sudan border? I mean, weapons. Yes, it's possible. Definitely, it's possible. And maybe Fano fighters are receiving arms from abroad, but no one clearly knows. But I think foreign fighters can buy weapons from black market as well. It's not difficult to buy small arms on Amhara, Ethiopia, on Amhara, Sudan border. There are several arms smuggling networks operating there. AZ King has joined a member. Welcome, AZ King. EYL says Ethiopia is isolated by every country in the region. But Ethiopia is not stepping back. I think when there was conflict between Ethiopia and Eritrea, Isaias Afwerki isolated Abiy, and Abiy stepped back. Now Abiy is not stepping back. Algeria and Mauritania supported Ethiopia Somaliland MOU. They are true Ethiopian, they're true Africans. Yes, I heard Algeria supported the MOU. Tajid, be strong, says Nordos. Thank you. 48 minutes have passed. I think we should end this live chat session. Coming days, very crucial. Almost on daily basis, we see new developments about Ethiopia, Somalia, Somaliland tensions. Fano fighters stepping up their attacks to Ola, announced a 5-day strike. Then after that, it went quiet. Tigray is TPLF holding a long meeting and some statements expected there. Sudan civil war ongoing. No signs of any de-escalation. Somalia threatening Ethiopia and Somaliland too. So coming days are very crucial. Stay tuned. Keep watching. I'll try to keep you updated. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow in the next live chat session. Stay blessed. Bye bye.